Do it.
All right, so spooky, scary tale for Courts of the Lords of the Expanse, Part 21. Uh, okay, so I think we kind of just want to jump into this because at the end of the last mission, I think it was Katira grabbed the object, which we've kind of labeled the Tome of Drasht, and you all saw a vision. Kind of, we were felt like you were transported away, and yeah. So I think we just kind of go with that. Does anyone want to add anything to that or have any questions? All right, all right. Then here we go. The mist ebbs and flows, and you're and all right. Well, here it is. Here's the mist. Let's move away from
Sorry.
that. The mist ebbs and flows, and you are gradually aware that you are sitting at a table inside of an enormous tent. The chatter of voices and clanking of metal sing from outside. Centered on the table is a holographic model of Vishtak's central city. Crude and blurry by current technology standards, the model is large, and it shows the mountains around the city. It's nearly 5 feet high, and the valleys sink deep into the tabletop projector. At the front, well, at the head of the table, you hear a man speaking. Sitting to your left, there are a number of important officials, and what looks like odd garb to you. There's three people that stick out. There's a woman in red garb, adorned with medals and roses on her pauldrons. Let me do boop. And everyone can see this, right?
Oh, yep.
Perfect. She has dark curly hair and bright blue eyes. And right next to her, you see a man wearing simple robes in sharp contrast to the rest of the group. He seems to not be paying attention. He looks like he's shuffling cards, and when you look at him closer, you catch him sneaking a pull of something from a flask. Finally, you see an older man with sharp, angular features, also in fancy clothes, with brambles and thorns on his pauldrons, looking at the speaker, anxious for his own turn to talk. So the man at the head of the table doesn't appear to be dissimilar to a young boy you met at his home on one summer afternoon, e.g., the very end of the last mission. He now stands clad in scarlet armor, adorned with two griffins on each pauldron, etched in gold leaf. He gestures across the table. Commander Tag, the table is yours. The older man you saw, anxious to speak, finally gets his chance. As you all know, our enemy, my brother. Then someone at the table mutters, your twin brother. The older man, General Tig, says, yes, no need to remind me. As I was saying, my twin brother, Tapani, prefers to test his enemy before he commits to a full attack. If we are to defend Vishtak and the 12 kingdoms from the rule of a tyrant, then we need to be smart about our own counterattack. I propose we divide our armies into 3 groups, then divide those groups in half. When each of our 3 squadrons engage the enemies, we provide our own reinforcements. The man at the head of the table says, thank you, General. Any other responses or proposals? The woman adorned in metal stands and says, I disagree with the General, my king. The older man sits down and mutters something like, I'm not surprised. But she continues, I don't believe we need to mount a general defense. We also know that Tapani loves to promote himself and his generals. I believe we can use my agents to assassinate them before his attack, neutering the assault itself. The king looks around for any additional input and questions. He looks over at the group. You all sort of come to, you're a little dizzy being transported here, but you are all sitting around the table. The king is now looking to any of you to speak for input on whatever war proposal he's trying to put together right now. Does anybody want to speak?
Wait, how did we get here? We were
Ah,
Hey!
Do you say
Yeah,
that
kind of like, this
as?
session? Like, what? How?
Do you say that as Jimmy, or are you saying it out of character?
The character, but also the Jimmy. Hey, what are we
Ah,
doing here?
my wise and short counselor, always quick with a jest.
But seriously, who the hell are you?
So around the table, it is just you all. There's none of the hangers on anybody else. So you have,
But Jesus, the old man, and the lady in red are still there.
These three?
yeah, they're here. They're all here. You are just
Oh,
out of wherever you were when this happened. None of the NPCs are here. It's just you all. So we have Katira also sitting at the table. Katira, you look like you're wearing, linen and robes that look in place with this environment. And Jimmy, you do as well. You're wearing clothes that sort of match everyone else. Bota, you as well. Rim, Rusty, you guys are all wearing clothes that sort of marks you as one of the member of this person's advisory council.
and Rem's pinky is out.
Rim's pinky is nope. His pinky is fixed, and his nose is also
What?
fixed.
What? Sorry, that was out of character, obviously. Maybe wouldn't say that.
Wait, are the other people we were with here, like Gigi and
Nope.
Rem looks at his pinky and then touches his nose and says, "Guys, is my nose fine? Is it fixed?"
Well, it is for now. For now.
Still looks bad.
Your
Just
tusk,
different.
your tusk also looks fixed.
Oh,
You know-
can talk.
I seem to think that the general or the commander rather has a fair understanding of our opponent, but on my recent travels, I did pick up a local saying from a old and wise, I believe they're called Jawa. ¿Por qué no los dos? I think it means why not just do both? Like subterfuge could certainly wreak havoc, and then if we split our forces and are prepared for the assault, I think the commander has a terrific battle plan. We can't avoid the battle completely, but we can certainly swing it in our favor ahead of time.
My fair violet-hued lady. If only our house, Mevatovi, still had the same resources we once did. It is wise counsel, if, again, we had the resources. But I appreciate your input. Well, if there are no other suggestions, I believe that we must rise to meet this army and follow Tag Tapani's suggestion. The other 11 kingdoms need to see our strength against this warlord. Splitting my forces isn't ideal, but hiding in the shadows means that no one knows who we are or how powerful we are. So saith I, King Mevatavi ad Drasht. And the meeting there ends, and the people start to sort of congregate and discuss their orders. Everyone's here. There's like a good maybe 13, 14 people, and then there's the three people that you notice in particular, and this young king. So you're all there. You can talk amongst each other or do whatever you'd like.
Rusty looks at the group and asks, "Anybody head hurt like mine right now? 'Cause I swear, I'm kind of confused. I mean, I know I'm confused a lot, but all right, just gonna go with this."
That should be our byline for RPG. Just go with it.
It feels good. Just go with it.
I apologize for nothing. Except you, he doesn't bot.
Oh, we need to make him in RPG.
Oh my god, yes. He doesn't bot is my favorite character. Uh, but really, who are you people? Well, why are you here? Why are we at a council? Especially you in the robes. Why are you drinking and not sharing? What the hell?
Do you want to go and talk to him?
Yeah.
Okay. He's talking to the woman. As you walk up to talk to him, she says, "Didn't your order have warnings about twins?" He says, I don't recall learning of anything like that on my pilgrimage to Ossus and Octo. And, we don't have to be so formal. We're getting married. And then you can see she goes, she kind of says, "You should go home, Ouranesz. You have whiskey on your breath." And then he sort of sullenly turns around and starts walking out the tent. But you can catch him on the way out if you want to talk to him.
Sure. See if Joe and Jimmy can get the drink.
Okay. So he's starting to walk out. What would you like to say to him?
Hey, so you got something in your jacket? You mind giving old Jimmy a swig?
He looks at you and says, "Aye, my short friend. Let's sit outside and drink this whiskey."
I snap my fingers and point and bring Rem over. Rem, get over here.
Rem saunters over. Oh, please. Smiling ear to ear because his nose is fixed.
You can finally smell the bouquet of the whiskey.
All right, so you guys will follow him out. He's going to gesture to a sort of log that's sort of outside of the war tent. And, he's going to sit down and start drinking and hands over the flask. But as you guys start doing that, let's flash back and see if anybody else wants to do anything with anybody else here.
Could I, I don't know if I want to see if I have this. No, it'd be cultures, never mind. Well, could I see if I have any idea with cultures Tapani? I mean, like, I feel like we should, I don't know if anybody else recognizes this, but I feel like the name Shea Tapani should be recognizable.
Yep.
Hmm?
Yep.
I don't know how much cultures would be effective here, but that's my only.
You can roll cultures, yeah.
23.
Yeah, so you easily recall that Shea Tapani united the Tapani Sector and became the emperor of the Tapani Sector, reorganizing it from the 12 kingdoms to what the Tapani Sector is now. He's sort of like the... I don't know if you would say George Washington, but he's somebody who sort of conquered and united the sector, renamed it after himself, and ruled. He was of House Melantha and ruled from Procopia.
Mm-hmm. So this feels like it's very, very, very old then, if these are people that are opposing Shea Tapani. Could I talk to the woman?
Yep. She's sort of deep in thought. What would you like to say to her?
I noticed your conversation with the rogue drunk didn't go too well. What makes you think that a few agents would be enough to stop Shea Tapani from coming here?
She says, "First, careful. That's my fiancé.
I apologize.
And second,
Really? On a lot of levels. I say that in my head.
and second, it's hard to constantly be told that you're valued. Yeah, your stratagems are never used. But he is my king." Let me introduce myself. I'm Procopia.
Like the planet?
What planet?
Sorry. Must have thinking of somewhere I might have been. It sounded familiar. But your agents, what do? that they could stop an entire army.
Yes, it started as a side project here. I was able to train several spies to infiltrate Shea Tapani's army. We focus on a couple of things. We focus on blending in, and we focus on using sniper tactics. Anyway, shot down now, but you know, you remember from our previous campaigns, Shea Tapani likes to lead his armies in combat. He likes to promote his own generals, and they all like to lead their armies into battle. This would be a way to either assassinate or sharpshoot them before the battles actually start. But the king would like to show power and strength, and perhaps, who knows, maybe he could lead the 12 kingdoms.
I mean, maybe the 12 kingdoms would better lead themselves if we delayed. We could use your agents and not engage in outright battle that we're probably going to lose. He's overwhelming everyone. If we can just evade him for the time being and find the right moment, I suppose the commander wouldn't go for that.
Well, yeah, there's the general, and then there's the king. I've proposed my solution. It was rejected, but I serve my king, and I'll follow his orders. But, and she winks at you, not blindly.
Well, if you need aid, you know where to find me.
She says, "Thank you, I appreciate that." Does anybody else want to talk to anybody? Bota or CP? You don't have to, but
I think I'm still trying to catch up with my mind. Not sure all that's going on, just observing.
well,
listening
you
in
really
conversations.
you really did miss the last mission, so
Rusty would like to just walk up to the closest of the whoever we haven't talked to yet, and just...
there's the general.
Oh, perfect.
Shea Tapani's twin, Tig.
Perfect. Just I want to come up to him and ask, did I come in here with a bottle or two of wine by any chance? Did you see where that went? Maybe was that yesterday?
My fine tusked friend. Good that we meet again.
Yeah. Oh, we go way back, right?
Yes, we've been through some trials. This has been a very difficult year. But I think we've rounded a corner, even though Shea Tapani's knocking on our sector. I believe that my plan I proposed will be successful.
And you know, how long would you say we've been working together?
Oh, I couldn't possibly count.
Yeah, it's time flies. Time flies. Oh, brother. All right, Rusty's just kind of like in disbelief.
Okay, so outside, sitting on the log, you have you have this guy who's been sipping whiskey, passing the flask over, and he goes, you're outside, out of earshot of everybody else, and he goes, you know, I was supposed to be king, but as you all know, I gave it up to join the Jedi Order. And then I gave that up to get engaged to Prokofia. Ugh, what a mess. As each of you sip, this is like the strongest whiskey you've ever had. Each of you roll your strength.
Oh no.
What have we done?
What have we done?
The guy sitting outside, he goes, "He's my little brother."
Little brother?
Wait. Was that a Homestar Running
Yes.
reference?
Yes. The
Whoa.
dog with the one leg.
Little brother. He can
The
make
one
it
good leg.
if he tries.
That's exactly it.
Wow. Okay, that was a deep cut, and I appreciate it. But each of you roll your strength.
Oh, wait. That didn't work. It's, a whole lot of 8.
Okay. Both of you guys feel almost immediately drunk. This is very, very strong whiskey. And you can see he's got sweat on his forehead. Like he's got things going on.
Where did you get this bottle?
Oh, I learned this recipe on Ossus.
Wait, you made this?
Yeah. I don't know. I actually learned it in the old, in the Jedi library. We compiled all of our records on Ossus. So it's an interesting way to make whiskey. But according to my fiance, I've been drinking a little too much. But, women.
Are they noticeably twins?
So the people who are twins is this guy.
And the general or the king?
No, this old man and Shay Tapani. His name is Tig Tapani.
Gotcha.
And this is his older brother. And they do look alike, but he looks like maybe 10 years older. And she also looks familiar.
I mean, she's not the sister. That's creepy.
No, she's nobody's sister here. Well, but I think I know what you're saying.
But she looks familiar. Like she looks like some of the Tapani that we've seen.
Yes.
Like strongly Tapani.
Yes. She looks very much strongly like somebody else.
Not like Gigi. She's got to be like one of the people who. What's Rusty's girlfriend's name? Or Calypsa Malvesa.
Well, as all this is happening, all of a sudden it fades away, and all of you, the mists swirl, and you all feel like you've been watching the world speeding by in front of your eyes at breakneck speed, getting ready for battle, receiving and giving orders, and then waiting on the battlefield with allies until all of a sudden you're running down these green fields when all of these battleships are firing upon you and blowing up people left and right. Okay, everybody go ahead and roll your dodge. It's not energy weapons. Whoa. Some high rolls.
Beat me, James.
And what about Bota? Do we need to roll for you, or you got it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not gonna have the app open to do it.
Okay, let's see.
5D.
Okay, I'll do it.
Just don't roll a 1 on the special, please.
He told you not to.
You got a 4 in your special. You got a 20.
All right.
Which is actually crazy. Okay. All right, so you all are surrounded by soldiers that you're directing. And you're pointing them all up the hill. A huge a huge beam comes down from one of these ships. These ships themselves don't look like anything you're familiar with. They kind of look like ancient hovering laser cannons. You can see like weird like rivets holding it all together. They're hovering, but it almost feels like, what if you mounted a giant laser on like in between on like a cloud car or on a snow speeder. It's just old, archaic, does not look like anything you're familiar with, but they are like blowing everyone up around you. Rim, you and your squad gets blown up immediately. You disappear into the mists. Next, Bota's gets exploded. And then at the end here, you have Rusty, Jawa, Jimmy, and Katira. You all are running up with your squadrons up the hill. You see the young king with a giant squadron. They're shooting these archaic artillery weapons up at these giant tanks. And he says, "Join me." And then after that, a huge blast comes down. Everyone roll your... the 3 people that are left, roll your dodge one more time.
Samesies.
All right, Jimmy, you unfortunately get exploded, but Rusty and Katira both live to the end. And as the final survivors make their last desperate charge, the king looks back both at Rusty and Katira and says, "Thank you, my friends. Let's give them hell." And you sort of charge off and you all get exploded.
Oh, ride the lightning.
All right. Did you just say ride the lightning?
That was what Katira said when she started this whole memory escapade.
I remember. But I was also quoting Palmon from last mission.
Oh.
But I should have said it like 5 minutes later and be like, wait, what?
My favorite Metallica album.
I was going to say one of your favorite albums of all time.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so you're back in the battle tent. You all are dizzy. You feel like dirty, covered in soot, aching, like everything hurts. You're all there, and the only other 2 people there are Commander Tig Tapani, and the king, Mevidadiana Drasht. Tig says, "There's only one thing left to do now. You know what it is. You should look into it. I know not more than that, but I think it's the only thing we can do to move forward, to save ourselves." And then the king does not look happy. He sort of looks around. There's nobody there. He's sort of looking at this weird holographic projection that is smoking, apparently. It reacts to the battle. He looks around sad, and then he looks at all of you and says, "I will only need my friends with me." Ty begins a protest, but Drasht stops him. All right, so you walk for hours down the cliffs which surround the eastern part of the city. The young ruler doesn't seem particularly angry along the way. Melancholy, wistful, his voice and tone are maybe much older than his years show. Basically, he's taking you on this long walk down these cliffs, and you all don't quite know why you're following him. Do you want to say anything to him as you're traveling down there?
Going down the cliff.
My mid-sized friend, you'll see when you get there, but I appreciate your support, your energy. and your enthusiasm.
But seriously, I thought we all died. What are we doing here?
We just got grievously injured.
Tis but a flesh wound. Tis but a scratch. Sorry, continue.
He says, well, you know, there have always been rumors of an indomitable beast within these cliffs. Once, when my older brother was drinking too much whiskey, he let slip that he has always felt that there has been an energy emanating from here. We frequently visited this area as children, daring each other to go further and further. And while I admit I don't have my brother's talents, I can still feel something myself. He sort of reaches out with his hand, and he can make a pebble sort of tremble a little bit. And he goes, okay. Later, after he had left the order, he related this drunken tale, which went something like this. At the bottom of the circular and central cliff, there's a cavern which, once entered, you must go left, then right, and you will come to a vast underground cathedral. I call it as such because as marked by large stalactites and stalagmites that grow near the back, it looks like a giant organ. In fact, he said he had heard music when he entered. But what you hear most is a beating over and over. And he realized it was not drums. It was the beating of a tremendous heart. The heart, as you must have guessed, belongs to this hideous beast. Large, bat-like, with a cruel eye and keen intelligence, he said. It emanates the force, I suppose, but is bound by a mysterious implement. It offered my brother power and wealth beyond his wildest dreams, but he already has the only thing a man could want. The hand of Prokofia, a smart, beautiful, eloquent woman. When this is over, they'll be wed. You know, if I had only listened to her, then and now, you know, she's remarkably, but I digress. We're almost here. So you all are standing, he's sort of walked you down this cliff while he's been relating this tale. You're at the bottom of this cliff, and there's a huge cave, and he's starting to walk in.
Ouranesz wouldn't want you to go in there.
Well, that's for us to find out.
I want you to live,
All right.
not let whatever that thing is have you.
All right.
It's
So
not worth the revenge.
he says, I must explore all options. And besides, he said it was tamed by the implement inside of it. And so as you get there, you enter the cavern, you follow the path that he mentioned. First, the cavern is cool and it's still, and then the air becomes hot, muggy, sultry. Then you hear it. A beating. Everyone roll your perception.
I don't want to.
And I'll roll for Luke.
Thank you.
You got it.
Chase.
Credit card? Oof. Sorry, Luke.
Oh,
That's a
not
9.
bad.
I mean, it's not terrible. Rusty, did you roll? Oh, you did.
8.
No. Well,
You beat Rusty.
none of you hear any music. But,
Hello.
Is that a cue for Jimmy?
well, maybe. But you enter the cavern. In the middle of the room, towering above everyone, is a monstrous bat-like creature. It sits in an odd position. It sort of lays twisted, its wings skewed in unnatural directions. He has a bright, tiny metal cylinder in his chest that seems to sort of leak large sparks coming out of it. Its head seems to sort of move unnaturally. We're almost rotating 360 degrees as it sees you all come in there. The rest of its body does not move.
Eh? What was it you say?
Hello?
Another visitor. So many guests after a millennial solitude. Are you here to claim what the other would not? Power over enemies? Power over life itself?
My king, I really don't know if your brother wanted this. He wasn't even king and he had everything he wanted.
The king looks at you and says, and in a rare flash anger, he says, well, I don't. So he says, not without some answers. And the creature in the room says,
Very well, young king. I will answer any 5 questions you or your companions may have.
Alright, I'm gonna close my eyes as you answer these questions and picture something else. Because you look really hideous.
Jawa Jimmy busts out this flute.
Yeah, that sounds like Jawa Jimmy.
He's gonna be like, sounds like someone needs to be serenaded. Jawa Jimmy's gonna play a tune with that awful flute.
The king does look back and says, I only have 2 questions. Does anybody else have questions?
Do you like an omnibox?
No, don't.
No,
That didn't get
no,
out.
stop! No, stop!
No!
That's 1 question.
Oh,
I hate you so much right now.
give me the Omni box right now. You lose it. Come on, give it to me right now. You get it when the adults are done.
Don't talk. Don't ask if you can have it back. Don't say anything. Just stop. No, nothing. You hear me? Not a word. Not a single word from you.
How about a
Please.
2?
What? I suppose that rather than repeat your questions, we should let you ask first, King.
Hi. Okay. My first question to you is, what are the restrictions on your power?
My power is bound to this planet. I am this planet and it is me. My power requires the vitae of living beings. And to accept and to master this power, we must feed the living.
Okay, so
Take
the king looks back and
the
says,
meat.
okay, I need it's powered by other people, and I can never leave the planet. Then he says, what are your weaknesses?
Yes.
And he gestures to with his head to the cylinder inside of him, which to you all looks like a lightsaber hilt, but it's sort of like sparking in and out of him.
Does it look like a heart belongs inside of it?
I mean, it's in his chest.
Once, anybody mind if I ask a question? No, start. No. If anyone has a problem with me asking a question, you should let me know now. I've got to make sure not to phrase that like a question, or it would be a bad thing.
Cleverly phrased.
I mean, sometimes I get scared and I want to use one of the questions to ask what kind of questions we should ask. But don't do that.
You have 2 left.
That's not no.
Is there any way, if the king or we are bound to you and your power, to be free of it without ceasing to be.
Nay, once accepted, we are bound eternally to life, and
Well,
That wasn't helpful. Didn't even ask what instrument he liked.
you know what? It's a lot more helpful than asking if they like the Omnibox.
Did you
wanna
ask him
know,
for a mini bike?
know,
Is that what you said?
If we like make this agreement, or the king decides later he doesn't want to go in it, I want to know if there's a way to save him. You know, he's a good guy, after all.
I just wanted a mini bike.
It was the mini bike sounds even better now that you say it.
But it's also Jawa, Jimmy. It's a regular bike.
Cold-blooded.
Touché.
I'm sorry, that was too good.
I love that. Oh man, that just made the day. The 13-hour work shift all worthwhile.
There are tears coming down my eyes from laughing so hard earlier.
Damn it! Why the hell did you have to ask him about the Omnibox? Said never to speak of that stupid thing again.
What about a mini bike?
What's your thought on stonks?
Just gonna,
I mean,
just gonna
Yeah.
break your
Yeah,
Omnibox
one
right
question left.
we could ask how to kill it, but it might just gesture at its chest again. We could ask like something about you know, how to make it go away forever, but it might just say, I'm here forever, I live on the planet, I'm the planet. This whole thing is creepy, and I mean, I got not much. Just wish I could stop him or bring him back, but he seems pretty determined to go through with this. Power over your enemies.
Hmm.
Are there any more like you?
now. Thought we were out
Yes.
of questions. Oh,
Yes.
Now we're out of questions.
damn it!
yes, there are beings in the galaxy who have become a nexus in the Force. I am one such example. There is the fish that lies sleeping within the planet of the green mists, and there is the loined one sitting in the bells, hiding from the galaxy. Oh yes, there are others, but none else, who will offer you this agreement.
But are they here? Sorry.
He's not going to tell us
That
now.
was your last question.
You
That
still
was
didn't answer
very
my question about the
matter-of-fact.
mini bike.
You know,
We're-
I'm just going to
we're-
point this out. You never actually answered the question about the Omnibox if you're going to count it.
We're here, but should we have come?
All right, now that he's done, just keep playing the Omnibox until you force another question out of him.
Yeah,
T, make him
Stop
go
playing
crazy.
and I'll
Oh,
answer one more
crap.
question.
that's an epic roll. It keeps on going. Oops, that's not right. All the way around.
Look at that. Jimmy's got the beats.
Man,
Okay.
28. That's not bad at all.
Impressive Omnibox thing you've ever seen.
Just call me Bernstein. The Bernstein Bears.
Just keep playing until he's like, "Will you stop it?" Only if you answer another question.
Bump it. Bump
Yeah,
it
maybe.
loud and hard.
Okay, so
That
so
flute.
you
I'll
play
do
that
it.
you play that Omnibox so good. The king says, "Ah, my short friend, you play your sad, baleful song, full of soulful solace. I shan't bind myself to this horrible creature. Let us go home."
Yes. Sorry. Mission accomplished, boys. Let's go home.
Okay. The mists swirl about you once more, and you're back in the tent with everyone else, including the same individuals from last time. Give me 1 second to pull that up. Off in a corner. Okay. Can everyone see this?
Yep.
All right.
Smoky.
All right, so the mists swell and form and reform until you're back in the war tent, looking at the image of the holographic image of Vishtak, now in ruins. The mood is somber and muted. You know, people sitting around the table, bags under their eyes. Everyone's uniform is dirty. You know, you guys obviously lost the initial assault and seem to have continually lost the rest of the war. General Tapani stands up and comes in and says, "My king, Tapani's extended a peace offering. If we unconditionally surrender and lay down our forces and recognize him as the Over-Sector Lord, the one true emperor of the Expanse, he'll allow us to reorganize our kingdom into a house under you as its ruler." There are murmurs around the table. And then he goes, there is one additional consideration. To seal our peace and unity with him, he wishes to take Prokofia as his empress.
What?
You can see the king's knuckles grasp the table and go white. His eyes are fixed on Prokofia. Unum speaks up. Prokofia and I have already discussed this. And we are in agreement that this is for the greater good. This will spare our people, our land, and our legacy. The king, who has been looking at Prokofia this entire time, asks in barely a whisper, "And you, milady?" Prokofia stands up and says, "I would accept this offer. For the people." The room is deathly silent. King lets out a dry response. "Then it is good that I am the king. Send a communique to Tapani, the would-be emperor. Would like to see him make this offer in person, and then I can give him my response." And sort of at that measured reaction, he hustles out of the room. And everyone starts talking, like, wait, what just happened? And as he leaves the tent, you can hear a speeder in the distance turn on. And Tag runs over to Unum and says, You know where he's gone. We must get him to see reason before he dooms us all." Unum sort of falls out of his chair. He is sweating and he smells heavily of whiskey. He says, "I don't know if I can find it again." Prokofia walks out of the tent. There's sort of chaos around all of you. What would you like to do?
I know the way.
Tag looks at you. Great. His brother could convince him. Let's pull him up. I know where he's going. I just can't get in there. So let's pull his brother Unum up. Let's go. Let's get there. Let's stop him before he dooms us all.
Prokofia,
She's
do you want us to stop him?
She looks at you for a long, hard moment, and then shrugs and walks away.
This is his subterfuge. This is where he snipes the Emperor. It's your plan. It's just late.
Are you saying to Prokofia she walks away?
Yeah.
She just keeps walking. All right, so I assume since nobody else is talking, you guys are gonna take Katira's lead, bring his drunk brother and the general to the only other location you've been all night, right? I assume that's what you're gonna do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I want so badly to just tell them how to get there and just argue with her and figure out what the heck she actually wants right now. How could you storm off like this? He loved you, and so did he, obviously. And you're just gonna walk away and just shrug like you're gonna be the empress, and you'll hate yourself for it until you're completely numb of it, and they're gonna die for it, and you'll just walk away.
I mean, if you're yelling that after her and you say that, she just keeps walking.
I don't think she could hear you, Katira.
Oh, she can hear Katira.
Then let him do it. Look, if you want to go stop him, fine. I'll go with you. Left, left, right. Or left, right, up, down, A, B, A, B.
Okay.
Start select.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, well, that was 100% correct for both the way to get into the cave and the Konami code. So I appreciate that. All right, so deep within the ruins, or sorry, deep within the caverns, you make it there. You sort of see the creature is so he has this lightsaber in his hand. It's not really a lightsaber though. It has the hilt of a lightsaber, but it extends a couple of feet and then kind of looks almost like a fire hose shooting out electrical sparks. And he has it in his hand, and he is walking out of the cave laughing.
Get Onum out of here. You're too drunk to stop him.
Let's see. Let me do this. Nope. Well, anyways, this is what it looks like.
He's gonna be furious that you let her go. He's not gonna listen. Stop, you drunk idiot. Why did I bring you here?
Okay, so he is profusely sweating, and he says, "No, I'm doing Jedi cleanse. I'm feel much better now."
You're gonna get yourself killed, and you, Tig, you are standing here, a coward. You told him to do this, and now you're just gonna watch it all happen. For what in the Maker's name?
Says, "Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time."
So
But
did
if we
ignoring
accept
her
this-
plan before.
If we accept this peace treaty, we could all be saved. And then Unum puts his hand on Tag's shoulder and says, I feel much better now. Although, as this is all happening and you guys are all in the cavern, you hear this laughter, and then you hear him say, "You fool. What did you say in the war room? For our people, our land, our legacy? I am our people, and I am our land. You have no legacy. You gave up your birthright, and then gave up your future heirs when you gave her up. You drunk, pathetic fool."
Told you to get him out of here.
Unum says, "Drasht, stop. We can still make this right." And then he says, "Right? A world where she is where she is owned, where she is intimate with him? No. I could stand it when it was you. But you've seen her. It seems she craves power. And now that I have this power, I will have her, and I will be the emperor." At that, Unum ignites his lightsaber. Says, Drasht, I was picked by the Jedi Order, not you. I had Prokovia's hand, not you. You have Vishtek, you have our family's house, Mevitovi, and why can't that be enough? And he responds with, because I say it isn't. The two run at each other. One's holding a green lightsaber, and the other holds the hilt of a blade that seems to continually spew currents of energy. As they run at each other, Drasht slices his arm off and then pins him down to the
Too
ground.
weird. Seal the pact.
He bites down into his brother's neck. Unum turns
No.
pale. His veins stand out, turning blue. The life drains out of him, and everything else does as well. Drasht looks up, his mouth covered in blood, and he turns to Teg, and he says, Ah, Shay Tapani, here to surrender, no doubt. And then Teg goes, No, I'm Teg. I helped you. I was your general for years. Says, you gave me worthless stratagems. You cost me the war. We were working for your brother the whole time, in league to tear me down, piece by piece, and make me a good sniveling sycophant to this would-be emperor. And even worse, you helped take away Prokovia. And he goes, No, she left already. She's taken a ship to rendezvous with Shay. His fleet's orbiting the planet. At that, Drasht breaks his neck using the Force, and then runs out of the cave at super speed. Just 4 speeds out of there. And at that, what you hear, the mists swirl around you. You hear, you see nothing, but you hear, I died that day more than once, but the next day I arose from the wreckage of a ship back on Vishtek. I had taken off. I could not escape the planet. But the planet I landed on was no longer my Vishtek. Tapani had laid siege to the planet and the cities, the town, the land. It was all burning. I couldn't leave this planet of death, this domain of evil. I looked at the rubble and began to build stone by stone on the mountain on top of the monster's cavern. And so with that, you rematerialize. Katira, you are still holding the what you now recognize as sort of a, I don't know, and not exactly a holocron, but kind of a holocron. You all are back inside the castle. Gigi says,
check my nose.
"Hey, what happened? You guys were all in a trance for a couple of minutes."
I checked my nose.
Your nose is now broken again.
Oh no.
Your pinky's still out. Rusty, your tusk is messed up.
Whatever.
Jimmy pulls out his Omnibox. I still got it.
Ha cha 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 cha.
Well, that was a trip. So,
Who the heck is the old man that gave us those cards? Because I thought he was going to be the Jedi, but that guy's dead. Well, or is he? Is that who told us everything? It's the Jedi. He's still alive.
I don't know about that. I mean,
Hope says,
This
"What
whole-
are you talking about?"
You've got a messed up family.
I don't. Actually, I don't remember my family.
If they're from this planet, they're probably messed up.
Yeah. That is one man's opinion. I seem to have got some snark into me and have woken up.
Mhm. It's from hanging out with Rem so much.
The snark.
You say that as Rem.
No, Rem just
Yester
chuckles.
walks over and says, "Well, I'd warn you not to touch that because it's emanating in the force, but I got knocked over. Looks dangerous."
Yeah, did that a lot since we walked in here. You killed a couple robots, and then as soon as we had some Sith to kill, you're welcome.
That's strike one, Katira.
Like strike 7, Yester.
Well,
I don't even
we
play baseball.
We play an interesting sport back where I'm from. And it's not what Fondorians do when they get drunk. But it sounds like something happened to you. Would you care to tell the rest of the class? Mainly for Hope. I don't think she gets it.
You
Let her in
got
on
any? She got any blood missing from her?
Katira checks her neck.
Jimmy checks Hope's neck?
No, I was joking. I was really thinking Katira's like, let me see your neck.
Katira doesn't have any blood missing from her neck.
No, not me. Does Hope? Does she got bite marks on her?
Does Hope have bite marks on her? Okay,
These weird dead bodies got bite marks on them?
You can look at them. Yeah. Do you want to
Actually,
look?
yeah, Jimmy can do an inspection on this guy right here.
Yeah,
He's a little red blood
he
man.
does have several bite marks on him. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So there's this guy. Who else are you guys looking?
The guys around us, I guess. What would be what? This guy here.
Yep, he does.
This person there.
Yep.
What about the witch over here?
She does
Or
too.
what?
Oh, we should have asked him what happens when he ascends. That should have been our question.
Ooh, that would have been a good one.
That does sound like a good question.
Yep.
We could have
Well,
asked for
what
his weakness.
We do know that he likes the Omnibox.
You're damn right he
said
does.
no. The person
Not
liked
him.
it. Okay.
Him.
Oh, Drasht. he did like it. It stopped him the first time. What was the song you played? I imagine it's the, what is it? The Turkey in the Straw.
What?
Like the Ice Cream Man song. Ah, my little friend, you always play a song that soothes the soul.
Oh, I'm really thirsty for some frozen dairy. Do we have any?
Hope says, "Uh-oh." She also has bite marks on her neck.
Sounds about right.
Can Jawa and Jimmy apply first aid to those bites?
It's more like if you've been continually hurt in a specific area, you're going to have marks there. Maybe you could get it removed somehow, but it's not like open wounds.
Jawa, Jimmy. I just picture me like, damn it. Just seeing the bite marks like, well, gang. She's a zombie. Let's take care of her.
Well,
Well, the bad news is
she's a werewolf, obviously. Bite marks mean she's a werewolf, right?
Who's got the silver? That was the problem with the other guy, right? Silver?
Well,
Let's
I
throw some
guess
silver on her neck.
2 bite marks on her neck makes her a mummy. Let's get her.
How do you defeat mummies? You know the what? How does this work?
All right, so Yasha looks around and says, okay. Okay. So, I don't like anything that they do here. I think this I think this place is an abomination. The reason we were supposed to help them is because they said they had power over death itself. And I really don't like what they do here to get that power. It's
Look,
impure.
Tapani is like 7,400 years ago, right? 7,500.
Raymond,
I don't know, Matt. How, like 10 grand years ago? 5? Where we at, Rem?
Wait, what?
How long ago was Tapani?
Did we learn that during the flashback? I don't know.
You're from here. That's like what year was the Declaration of Independence written on Endor? Obviously, 0 ABY.
I was never that good at history class.
None of us are shocked.
Is this something Rem would just know?
Yes.
Because I don't know.
Yeah.
It is. This would be like the easiest part of your history.
Yeah, I mean, it would be like, when was the Declaration of Independence signed, right? Or, yeah, I don't know.
Hold on. Let me double check this.
I was gonna say, J-Dog, you mind helping me out a little bit here?
Check your text.
Have you not done all of this research for Rem?
Oh,
Don't you
it's
know
12,000 years ago.
Feels like the
Sorry,
rest of
my nose is messing with my memory.
the straight up the narrator from Arrested Development. He didn't know.
Whoops, 7,000 years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
7,000
So,
years ago. Rim's got it.
So this thing we're dealing with is like 7,000 years old, and it was already old 7,000 years ago, which means somebody's got to figure it out. Now, not this lot here, not the ones with all that are necking with him, but the one that's doing the necking. He's got to figure it out. He's been around for a long, long bit. Abomination or not, there's something really happening, and feels a lot like your lot would be on board with it. Just saying. So you call him Abomination all you like.
I once heard a story about this, and I asked why this planet was left alone during the reign of the Emperor. And I heard it was because he learned secrets about Drasht himself. He learned that Drasht could never leave and was thus never a threat, but Drasht traded invaluable information to the Emperor about how to kill these types of monstrosities. I believe that he should just be dead, and this monstrosity should be dead. Because I think he is a bigger threat to our order than others see him.
I'm on board with that at this point.
Gigi says, actually, what are you guys talking about? Monstrosities? Things happening?
The red guy outside shouldn't like him, and these puddles of ooze here shouldn't like them neither. You don't mean zombies, do you?
Don't mean wait, what? Say that again?
You don't mean the zombies, do you? You mean like the puddles over there, the weird lady that cut off her arm?
Oh, she doesn't get any
you
of
did
it.
nothing about.
She's like, what are you talking? You saying monstrosities? You're saying him? Are you talking about the keeper of the castle?
Yeah. Him
Okay.
too. Monstrosity. Monster. Monster City. That's where we're at.
Hope says, I wish I had never returned. Right, Sparky? She just sort of pats the droid.
Oh, you're talking to Sparky. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, she just is back in action and
What
doesn't
would
know what to
Sparky
do.
have? Would Sparky have? He was clearly not a part of the visions. Would he have seen just us, like, in a trance as well?
Yeah, would have seen you probably for a minute or two spacing out.
Wait, Rem, is that who the Empress was? She really was the first Empress?
Yes.
I liked her.
Didn't we all?
I feel like Rim sounds like he's back in history class. Yes. Didn't we all? Give me an A, please.
There'll be a test after this castle. Who's the vampire? Well, I never did catch his name. Yeah, we did. He's been saying it the entire time. Shh. I don't think we didn't hear his name. We didn't hear his name.
I don't think he mentioned it. Didn't he say, please remember me at the end? Nah.
Remember me.
Nah. I don't think he said that.
No, he definitely didn't say that.
We'll never know.
Look,
Okay.
we got some history, and I got protection, and we know where he's at.
Oh, real quick. Who is holding what? We have a sigil, this holocron.
Katira's got the sigil in her breast pocket.
Okay.
Probably actually inside breast pocket.
You know, as you're holding both items, they both start heating up. As if you're shoving two batteries together.
Oh, that's interesting. Gonna go for another ride on lightning. All right, that's too hot. I'm gonna drop the box, holocron thing.
Okay. Does anybody want to pick it up? If not, Yaster's going to go for it.
I'll grab it.
Cool.
What's on the sigil? Does it look like the Jedi Order? Like the old Jedi Order?
Yes. It looks... It does. It looks like I have a picture of it, but I can't find it. But anyways, yes, it looks like a sigil with the circular, the Jedi Order starboard from maybe thousands of years ago. Maybe not 7,000 years ago, but thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are still here in the castle. Well, where would you like to go? Actually, think about that, because really there's only a couple places for you to go. You go through here. You go through here. You can go all the way up where Killer A ran away. Or you could try to break down these bars and go into the wine cellar. That was, last you checked, filled with rats. I gotta go to the bathroom, but I'll be right back.
Anybody got any bright ideas?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait, there's some doors and stuff we haven't opened, right?
Yeah, there's a door there, a door here. There was also previously, before we lost our ability to go back here, there was also the giant beating heart earlier. I think there's doors
Well,
here.
You can't go
Yeah.
back to the giant beating heart because that's past the gap.
That's true. There's a door here and a door here, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds right. Seems right.
Yeah.
There's
There
a
are still
lot.
places for us to go. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, I don't know. The wine cellar is also weirdly interesting. Like, why is it there and full of rats?
I don't recall if there was anything in particularly special about the wine cellar. I don't think you would brought a light foil or a lightsaber to cut through it either way.
Rem has a light foil.
Oh. Well, there you go. I guess you could just cut open and see if there's anything worthwhile.
Doesn't Hope have one now? Or Katira? We picked up like 2 on the trip.
Yeah, well now there's what, 3 now. Hope probably has one. Katira's got her Cortosis blade. Yaster's got one, and then I suppose there's another lightsaber in here, yeah. I don't like this.
You don't like it? Uh-oh.
Nope.
I'd like to ask Hope.
It's not very
I'd
good.
say, Hope, can you sense any of
She
the other
says,
items
I do
we're
feel
looking for?
a very powerful presence below us. Let's see.
Go figure.
I will try.
So we need to find the way down.
No, we need to find this sword thing that can kill it.
She says,
Wait,
I think I remember there was a riddle about it. Oh, if only I could remember.
in the womb of darkness. Yeah, we get it, Hope. Thanks for
Oh.
waking up. You've been like passed out this whole time. Why do you feel better all of a sudden? Anything changed?
I am worried about the answer.
Wait, I mean he's getting stronger or he's getting weaker and he's about to feed.
I do not know. And I'm not sure I want to know.
Right.
But do not worry. I now have a lightsaber.
Yep, nope, that's
So
what we need, more of
Hope
those
will
lying around.
protect you.
I hope
And
so.
Sparky, which I've suddenly grown fond of.
Alright. Rem is gonna go over here and open this door.
Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Gently.
One
Oh, wait, hold on.
hail his name, brother of light. Where's his brother buried? Hope, is there a special grave here?
I think there are more graves below us.
Is there a special one?
I do not know what you mean by special.
For Onum.
Let's see.
Wait, so are there any more doors in that room that you just opened?
Yes, But give me a second. Can you see it?
Is it that big one? At the top?
One up top and one to the left.
Yeah, there is. There's one up top, and there is one. Hang on one second. Let me. I gotta grab the book. Hang on.
Look, he's where his brother's at, wherever that's at. And his brother is definitely the Jedi that's dead. Because we saw him die. Some of us. Not you, Sparky. Sorry. Wish you could have come on the trip.
I'm not missing much anyways.
Sorry, I had this all on PDF, but then like as soon as we started doing it, it's like I can't.
Jimmy,
PDF
I
is
just want you to
too
know
slow.
that it is weird to me that of all the things you could have chosen to program as Sparky's voice, you chose your voice.
Jimmy raises his finger.
It does make it a little bit confusing.
You know, it's really hard to
Well-
tell which one that is, but I think I can make an assumption here.
They'll try this on for size. Jimmy shifts Katira his middle
Who
finger.
said that?
Well,
Still can't tell. Okay, so this is what happens. You open the door. Okay. This 30-foot square room is a shambles. Scattered furniture lies in heaps near the walls. Broken bones lie scattered amid crumpled and crushed armor. Shields, swords, ancient blasters jut from the walls and lay on the ground as if driven into them by some tremendous force. Two doors stand opposite one another in the center. Really? Because there's just two. Okay. Well, there's a door here. There's a door here. And right here, there's the door that you sort of see.
Come on, gang, let's keep moving. Now I'm gonna come through here.
All right, you got it. Which way do you want to go? This way or this way?
I'm gonna want to go up, but I'm kind of waiting for the cast of characters to come with me. I don't want to open a door and get attacked by zombies, even though they seem pretty docile at the moment.
All right.
I guess we can start going.
Yester's gonna
Let's go.
saunter right in.
Oh, if I got hurt, then I'm cool. Let's open this door. This top one.
Wait, are these two still unconscious before we start mosing on down
Yeah,
here?
they're unconscious.
Okay. And this one's dead? These two are dead over here?
This one's
Do-
dead.
Did we figure out what happened to those 3 characters?
I think this one's dead. This one, I think. Well, I don't know. One's knocked out. These zombies aren't really doing too much right now. So
Okay.
Oh God, he said right now.
Yeah, that's why we
Spoiler
well, I
gotta
guess
slit their throats. No, just kidding.
Gigi's following along. She says, "Don't leave me behind."
All right, we're getting over there.
All right, so you're going north. Okay.
Yeah, slowly opening the door.
Okay. This dark passage runs for 20 feet, connecting an archway to an ascending stone staircase.
Which way does the staircase go?
Ascending.
It's ascending. It's going up.
It's ascending.
It's going up. Although there's a bunch of different alcoves over here.
What are in those? Those are those just stones?
Which one
What
do
are
I
those?
look in first?
The first one on the left.
First one on the left. Okay, so you sort of take a quick glance around, you look in. There's a lot of yellow lichen sort of growing around the old stones and scattered weaponry. However, go ahead and roll your search.
What's search under? I'm assuming perception.
Perception?
Yep. Oh, shoot. Whoops, hold on. Sorry.
No problem.
Missed the space.
You know, this one looks sort of off to you. It looks like there might be something different in this one, but you can't quite figure it out. One of these women that are following you says, "What are you looking at?"
I don't know. Something seems different here.
Let's see.
Can I go in for a closer look?
If you do, you'll be walking on this yellow lichen.
Wait,
Which
what is
might
a
be
lichen?
fine. It's like moss.
Like a moth.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, you start walking on it. It's kind of squishy underneath your feet.
Do I think it's unstable? Like,
No, but it feels gross. Gross.
all right, Rem's out of there. He's definitely not dealing with gross shit.
The funny part is you sort of see Yaster and Hope sort of look at each other, and then you start seeing different bricks and things sort of wobbling and moving, and they seem like they're in a bit of a competition. However, Hope pulls open a sort of makes a flagstone move, and she calls a sack of coins into her hands. And she tosses it to Rem. And she gives a little smirk to Yaster, who seems to be fuming. She seems furious at this. Seems like she has taken this personally.
Anybody want to explain what just happened?
Gigi says, "Well, looks like you made some money without doing anything."
Sounds like Rem.
Well, hey, I guess that's just my luck. And I pocket the
You know,
coins.
I'm still not a knight, Rem.
Not yet, you're not. You're a member of the Jade Order. It's only knighthood's coming up next.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Anybody else want to check out any of the other alcoves? Because if not, I'm gonna move on to the next door. Well, we definitely don't want to go up, so let's try this one.
There's one here, right, Jordan?
There is. You want to go there by yourself?
Yeah, go there. I mean, yeah, let's go open up a door. Let's go mosey on and see what's in here.
All right, so you open the door. It's a 20-foot square room filled wall to wall with junk. A long, sagging bed sits to one side under a huge faded tapestry that depicts the castle itself. Dusty lanterns sit in various places. Bright curtains are draped haphazardly about the room. Thousands of pieces of junk cover the floor. Broken swords, crumpled shields, crumpled armor, broken ancient weapons, blasters, old armor, helmets all lie in piles. They are rusted, ruined, covered in lichen.
Wait, covered in lichen.
Yeah, they're not in great shape.
Let's see. Can Jawa Jimmy use his value to see if there's anything potentially valuable there?
Yeah. Roll your value.
Rolling value. 13.
I mean, you look sadly at some of the blasters, which, if they were in better condition, would be worth something. But they are just in horrible, horrible condition. Nothing like ruined junk. One thing you do notice is that under the bed, as you're sort of looking around, you see more modern weapons, but by modern, like maybe within the last 40 years. They're also not in great shape, but they're much newer. Maybe someone had been collecting these weapons from the troopers that are all chained up outside and then throwing them under here as well.
Do these look like stormtrooper equipment, especially to Jimmy?
Like
Is that what he's
trooper.
Clone trooper.
Sorry, I maybe have cut you off there, Jordan. Can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah, clone trooper and maybe stormtrooper.
Okay. Womp womp womp. As Jawa Jimmy continues to clang those wine bottles that are on him, as he gave some for Sparky to hold on to.
Time to drink.
All right. Is Katira going to the other door down there?
Yeah, I'll kick it open.
Okay.
Which one are you going to kick open? This one?
One, two, five. Yeah. Probably way down somewhere.
Let's see.
Yeah, of course everything's below us. That's like all our little riddles are saying, go down. Of course everything's down. Got it. Thanks for the help, Hope. She's muttering to herself.
Hope overhears every word.
She's far enough away. Maybe she's reading thoughts though. Better not be reading my thoughts. You got a problem with reading thoughts? Suddenly you think you're tech.
All right, so as soon as you open the door, you kind of hear some groans and moans. I do like Katira's thoughts are so adversarial. These are my own interior thoughts, and I'm angry.
These are my thoughts. No one else's.
Okay, so as you sort of see that in these stalls, looks like they have some of the clone trooper and stormtrooper folks just sort of hanging out in them. Now, they didn't immediately notice you, but depending on what you do next, they could.
Are they chained up?
Nope. They do not look chained up. And
What's
you do notice that this keeps going down. And maybe this is the way out.
internally like, well, I suppose I'll never be able to track Killer A if I don't save her, but don't want to be here much longer. So I'm going to try and sneak by these stormtroopers.
All right, go ahead and roll your sneak. Ooh, 20.
30. 20. I know numbers.
You are able to successfully sneak by. If you continue to move down there, let me reveal the rest. You do see a stairway that goes downward.
Yesterday had a field day over here, and I don't actually mind if she kills these ones. So, what's wrong with taking a little peek ahead of time, though? And Katira will move down the stairway.
Will she tell anybody else, or?
You just want to try and kind of sneak down the stairway and take a peek before telling anybody. They're all busy with their whole thing. They like Hope. They're getting along. Yaster's friends with people. They gave her a lightsaber, and she couldn't stop. Couldn't change the past. It's just like this. This is terrifying and creepy, and this is how you get yourself killed in a horror movie. But Jimmy just flipped me off. He's never done that before.
It was pretty funny.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, let me figure this out. Okay, you walk down the stairs, and you now feel like you're deep within the castle. And here there lie ancient catacombs, arched ceilings supported by wide, hollow columns that double as crypts. Cobwebs hang limp in the musty air. A thick fog clings to the floor, which is covered in putrid waste. The black ceiling above you in the hallway seems to be moving.
Man, tell you what, Ted could never come down here. Ada tried to run out the front door a while ago. Can I try my comm and see if people can even hear me? Found
Yeah.
Found the way down. The wolves might be able to hear me, and there's stormtroopers just past the other door in the bone room. And I don't mean that in a sexual way, Rem, you pervert. But you just
Wait,
let
Terry,
Yaster
did he come to the bone room with you?
look. You went down the wrong door, and I'm not going to rub that in your face right now. You let Yaster take care of the stormtroopers. Don't care if she kills them, and maybe we can get ahead of her, and give us just enough distance to figure out what's going on before she screws it all up. But I, if I was alone, like completely alone, maybe I'd walk in here, maybe not. But I'm not going to do it when I'm not really alone, because I would like you lot to come down here and experience the terror that is, bubbling up inside of me right now. So don't tarry too long in the bone room. Just come on down. Make sure you bring the box, because Yaster seemed interested in it, and I don't want her to have anything she wants.
Katira, who hurt you? Why can't you trust others?
She tried to hurt me. That's a long story, but also you met my sister. Lots of people are terrible, and I completely understand why this guy was like, "Hey, I follow you. I'm gonna run this place." Get it?
Oh, that was your sister. I see.
You were really quick on the uptake, Rem.
It was also her dad.
Yeah, well, he's a whole nother story. Don't know where he's at. That'll be interesting.
I love how it's like flash forward 2 hours later. So, anyways, please come down.
All right, sit tight. We're on the way.
Okay. So you guys are you guys all gonna come down? Because
I was gonna open that last door before coming down.
you can do
That's
that.
Take a nut.
Who knows?
CP, are you still with us?
This is why Katira has trust issues.
Hey, please get here as quick as you can. Just gonna open this last door. It's all right.
Is
What are
Rusty
those-
still with us?
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, Rusty's gonna say yes.
Sorry, I just like, oh, you've been so silent.
You haven't told me any of my ideas are bad yet.
I was sleeping through them. No.
This shadowy room is in perfect order. A great table stands here with its chair, inkwell, and quill set carefully in place. Blasters, swords, and shields that bear the crest you saw in the holocron are hung neatly upon the dark oak-paneled walls. So this
do I
actually-
see anything interesting? Like anything that
You also
I
see
could?
you do see a door over here. But this room looks like someone's been using it. Maybe even just, as recently as today. It looks like a huge, nice desk. There's ledgers, there's books. There's this also looks very fancy.
Freaking Katira running off ahead. Rem is compelled.
It's okay. You do your thing. It's all right, Rem.
Gigi runs in and starts rubbing her hands on the wood and says, "Ooh, Rim, you'd like this. This
Oh.
is Alistair tree.
Sounds like you found another bone room.
This is Alistair tree. You know how expensive this is?" She sort of like walks
Jimmy
over
knows.
around it.
Interesting. What could this be doing here? Can I start looking into some ledgers?
Which ones?
The ones that look like they were most recently used.
Okay, Gigi picks up some too. Just sort of like picking things up. She says, "This one's dated from a couple days ago." Go ahead and roll a d6. All right, you pick one up, and it looks like somebody is has written a request to somebody else to get things for to acquire things. Like, we need 10 liters of water and X liters of butter and Y liter. Basically, it looks like this is sort of looks like an area where orders come in, orders go out, and the one you're looking at looks like a shopping list or telling someone to go pick this up in town or something.
Now, is it mostly food, or is it, could be sacrificial ritual thing stuff?
I mean, unless they're gonna sacrifice a cake, yours definitely looks like a shopping list.
Okay.
I mean, Gigi's
Wondering
looking through a
those
bunch of
order.
stuff too. Why don't you roll a search?
Who in town could be giving the materials for those orders? Gigi, you traitor. And distract me with some good wood.
Distract you with some
Did you say
good
good
wood.
Whoa,
I'll
whoa,
pretend I
whoa,
didn't hear
whoa.
that.
There are children present here. I mean, there's zombie presence here.
All right, Rim, did you roll 1d6 for your perception? Is that really your perception? Below the human average? 12? Okay.
No. That was my. That was
Oh,
my.
yeah.
Remember, you asked me to roll 1d6.
I did. Okay. Okay. You notice there's a You notice that there is a big, dusty ledger on the desk itself, but it shouldn't be that. The one thing you know from working around other nobles is that, if it's in use, the ledger itself shouldn't be dusty. Maybe there's a second ledger somewhere else. But you do see on the table, like, someone has used this. Someone has sat at this table probably earlier today. As you're sort of looking around, noticing these things, Gigi hands you one of these notes and says, "Hey, take a look at this."
What does it say?
Basically, it's telling it's orders to take the droids that were delivered to them by their allies to House Massetti. Basically, what you're seeing here's literally the piece of paper that ordered, "Hey, let's send these these droids that you guys fought at House Massetti. Let's go there." And
Is there any sort of information explaining who authorized it or who carried it out?
yeah, so it's authorized. It says Drasht at the bottom, but their primary target was Decima Grant. It's at all others secondary.
Whoa. Wait, isn't Decima my sister?
Decima is Octavian Grant's sister that did get kidnapped.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, that's not good. She's probably still here.
I hope
What do
she
you
is.
think? We're here.
But we're here to stop this guy from ascending.
No, I could care less about his ascension. We just want to save the girl. Get out. He's stuck on the planet.
Usually
I mean-
things ascending are not good.
We could have found out if he was going to leave the planet, but instead we found out that he doesn't like the Omnibox.
Mission accomplished, boys.
It's so
I have
good.
the perfect weapons.
Oh,
Targeting them to death.
Oh man.
Oh god.
All right. Well, I don't know what else we're gonna find in here. There's probably another major ledger missing.
open the next door. Do it, man. Open door. What's it?
Gigi's looking around, but yeah, you do see a beautiful door, made out of wood, but also inlaid, but sort of various different at various different angles. You can tell this is a very expensive wooden door.
Door.
Well, I don't think I met a door that matched my style so well. I guess I'm gonna have to open it.
Okay.
Is it down here?
Yep. Okay.
You find the devil.
Well,
That looks like a descending staircase.
the stairs
Wow.
descend at a 45-degree angle and head off into the darkness. You do see some spider webs hanging from the ceilings.
I ask Hope to come over here and see if she can sense anything down the stairs.
Everything's downstairs at this point.
I'm aware, but we don't even know that our stairs are connected.
Well, I know, I agree. I'm not saying that you're wrong to do it. I'm just saying everything. I sense evil. I sense good. I sense, smoke. I think this whole force thing, I'm starting to agree with Jimmy. It's all a bunch of smoke. They're blowing it, and you're taking it.
Woo. Eh. Things are coming up, Jimmy.
Okay, what did you ask specifically?
I asked if Hope can sense anything down the stairs.
Hope says, "No, I do not sense anything." Yasser says, "I do." You stupid bitch. And then
Damn.
she pushes in a block, and some gas starts coming out, and she says, "What would you, Rem? I'm gonna need another layer of your clothing." And she snaps, and the door closes as you sort of see this gas sort of fill the stairs.
Oh, so it was a trap.
Yes,
It's a trap.
it was a trap.
All right, well, for that one, I guess you deserve a little bit more than a glove. And I give her my jacket.
Which is like a body glove.
Yasser goes, "Ew," puts it on and saunters out of the room, and then gives a mean look to Hope. Gigi walks over and says, "I don't know what is happening here."
You never paid anyone with clothing before?
I've never needed to.
All right, let's go find Katira.
Go find Killer A.
Okay, so you guys are gonna follow. Katira did warn you that there were stormtrooper zombies in here, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so you
So
guys are gonna.
Send Yaster in, use her as a distraction, let her kill them all.
Yeah, she probably could. Might be something she'd like to
Even,
do too.
you know what? If she didn't, that's a win-win.
Oh no, we're gonna try and sneak past. I don't know if Yaskra's gonna play along, but let's try and get past without too much noise.
Maybe you could manipulate her by pitting Hope against her.
Oh, great idea.
Bet you Hope can sneak by.
Well, let's see. Hope the way to be a hero, a true hero, is always to avoid conflict when possible. And if you're strong enough and smart enough, you can probably sneak past all of the stormtroopers.
Rem, I want you to know that I heard that, and the concept of the way to be a hero is to avoid conflict if at all possible, is absolute BS. You just described a coward.
Or is it the Jedi mantra? That would be that'd be Esther if she was listening.
Well, I'm definitely not a Jedi. I'm definitely not a coward.
All right, so you go ahead and roll your sneak.
But I'm probably gonna get seen anyway. What's it under? Dex? Perception?
Perception. Help, ladies, help!
Help me.
Oh no, and you could roll roll one more 1d6.
Oh, I didn't do the exclamation.
Yep, no, you're totally fine. You sneak past easily.
Blackjack.
Who wants to go next? Rusty, Sparky, Jawa, Jimmy, or one of the ladies? Actually, Hope's gonna follow.
Do we ever go up here, by the way?
Hope easily sneaks past. What's that? You want to go somewhere else?
Did we ever go up here? Sorry.
Nope,
Did
we
we?
didn't.
We?
We sure did not.
Do it, James. Explore the world, James.
I mean, Joe and Jimmy's gonna go exploring. Well, what's down this hallway?
All right. You see stairs going upward.
Damn it!
Shadows.
I'm trying to go
I'm
down.
really
and stay
curious
set up
if
for
the
this.
Astro is going to take the bait here. Oh, and I'm going to say when Hope gets across, I'm gonna whisper to Hope, "Great job," and pat her on the back.
Let's see if Gigi can sneak past.
Well, Rusty, we better go with the others. This is gonna go upstairs.
Gigi's fine.
We've seen enough up here.
Yasser says, I'm waiting for the short one and the shiny one.
All right, we're coming.
And this tusked man.
We gotta roll a sneak behind this. So what do you do?
As Rusty passed by Yasser, she says, I don't know if I've ever met anyone of your species.
Would you like to get to know me? I can tell you a lot.
He's a man.
No more than this. This close is as close as I'll have you. And she sort of just pokes you.
Sounds good to me. Open book.
All right, Jimmy, Sparky, Rusty. Yasser wants you to go first. 19. You sneak right across.
We gotta roll sneak for this. Sorry. What is your is it under Dex?
Perception.
Oh, this 40. Okay. Oh, and on the special.
Oh, 19.
And
gets you
another
across.
special.
All right, well, now you got to roll for Sparky.
Oh, what is? Ooh.
Oh my.
Oh my.
3D.
That's just 3D based. Okay.
Yeah, you get through.
86. Oh, look at that. All right, 13.
Nope, he gets about halfway through, and he's clanking, upsets everyone. All right, Yester pushes him all the way across, so he flies over this way, and she says, "Move out of the hall, fools!" And she starts trying to bring down the ceiling on top of everyone in here.
Crap.
Which is fine. If everyone just
There
leaves.
goes the neighborhood.
If everyone just leaves, it's fine.
Yeah, just gonna leave. We're assuming that she's gonna come with us, right? Or are we?
I
Yeah,
hope
she's
she
sort of
does.
standing there in the hallway, bringing down the roof.
He's not a good guy. Guys, she's not.
She's cackling. She loves it. All right.
Yo. What was that noise? Oh, that's her cackling. Yo.
That's how you have to laugh.
Yo. What a goofy around here. Are we crossing?
Because he didn't make any friends growing up.
All right. So everyone, you are now down in the catacombs. So you're buried deep underneath the castle itself. I think here is where we pause it for the night, and we'll start next time exploring the catacombs as you sort of reach the final areas within the castle. But
Fun fact,
I think
it's called
this is
the catacombs
this is it.
because
We're in
it's
the
where-
catacombs.
where the High Lords used to take their pets to brush their fur.